Welcome to Bloody Flicks. I'm your host, Pete.
I'm Kyle, and we talk about all things bloody.
And today we're going to do
Our end of the year 2022 review.
this is going to be our top 5 movies of the year 2022. This is the first day of the year of 2023.
Yep.
So this is Happy New Year. This is last year's movies. So out of all the movies we watched in 2022, we have a top 5. Most anticipated, we have our worst, favorites, that type of thing. We're going to go through so we can compare ours. Leave in the comments your favorite movie of the year, which ones you liked, disliked. I'm sure obviously yours is going to differ than mine. I'm sure mine's going to differ than yours. And let's see who had what as their favorite movie of 2022. So, do you want to go first?
Yeah, I'll go first.
Okay, what is number 5? Not 10, 5.
So, number 5 on my top 5 of the year is Deadstream, which is a Shudder exclusive. So, if you have Shudder, you can watch it over there. It's only like $5 a month.
It's $5.
Yeah, I know. It's actually about a YouTuber that he got his channel got shut down because apparently he paid a bum money to fight. That's how that and he's trying to get his channel back up. So he decides to go to this haunted house, and it's kind of all done from like first person, like like a found footage type movie. And at first, I thought this movie was going to be stupid, but it's actually really funny. I'd give it 4 out of 5 blood drops. So that's my
Really?
number 5. Yes.
All right, number 5 to me is obviously, we just did a review. Terrifier 2 is actually number 5 for me. Not the greatest plot of a movie, just are going around killing the fuck out of people. But if you like a movie for kills, I think it surprised me because I liked it better than I thought I would. If you want a movie that just has mindless mutilation kills in a really good way, and it has some stars in there, Felicity Rose and a few others. So Terrifier 2 is number 5 on my list, and I would give it 3 out of 5 blood drops.
Okay. So number 4 on my list is The Cursed. And this actually came out earlier this year. I almost forgot about this movie. I had to look to see when it came out, because for some reason I thought it came out in 2021.
There's a few movies that created the same thing.
Yeah,
Did it come out last year?
Yeah. So this is actually a werewolf movie, but not in your typical werewolf sense. The transformations are a little different. It's almost kind of like it was weird because it almost like vines and that like come out of the people, and that's how they kind of change in the werewolf. It's a different take on werewolves, and that's why I liked it so much. But yeah, I forgot it was like way early in the year, and I give it 4 out of 5 blood drops also.
I think I'd ask you a few times what movies came out when, because they kind of blur together there.
Because plus we've watched so many movies, it's like, when the hell did these come out?
And then trying to do it on the work schedule, or like some of the movies I fell asleep because it's just a work schedule long.
Yeah.
All right, number 4 for me is X, followed by the prequel Pearl. X actually was fairly unique. It had the basics, boobs, horror, and was a few spots in there that were kind of funny. So it had 3 of the main elements that you need in a horror movie for a good one.
And this one we've seen in the theater.
Yes, we did see this in theater, and it's actually really good. I like the fact that it was a little dry in the first half. It was all about they're making a porn, so you see a lot of TNA in there, and then Granny comes out and kicks some ass. Actually, it was unique. It was different. I think it brought back the old horror movies like the 70s Texas Chainsaw Massacre kind of brought that feel back to it. So it's a nice feeling of a different movie that felt new. It didn't feel like they rehashed.
Yeah.
They were trying to rehash, part 8 of something. So I can't remember what I gave X. I want to say I gave it 3 out of 5 blood drops. I'm not sure.
I think, well, we never did a review on it, but
I think, for uniqueness,
yeah.
I would give it 4 out of 5 blood drops. It's not one I could watch over and over again, but for the uniqueness of it, I would give it 4 out of 5 blood drops.
Yeah, that's what I'd give it to. All right, well, number 3 on my list is the new Hellraiser movie. And, the retelling of Clive Barker's classic Hellraiser.
Which is better. Excuse me.
You were excited for this, and then it came out, and you were like disappointed. From how I took it, is you were disappointed.
Yeah.
I actually like this movie. It's not as good as the original Hellraiser, but this is a lot better than half the movies in the Hellraiser franchise.
Yeah.
I do. Your complaint, I think it was too dark.
I have trouble with movies that are really, really dark to watch. If I have to turn all the lights on and the gamma and all that shit up on my TV to watch a movie, instant turn off. Predator 2 was like that. I turned it off. Rob Zombie's Halloween 2 was dark like that too. I quit watching it. So right there, I immediately turned off when it was that dark. I understand the shadow aspect. It takes, you don't have to have as much, as far as the look of the movie and the characters, stuff like that. But when you have the Hellraiser characters, Chatterer and all those, I want to see them. I want to see their costumes. I want to see their outfits. I want to see them. And it was really hard to do so. There are some exceptions where you could see them, but a lot of it was filmed in the dark. Hard to see. Instantly turned off.
I mean, I get where you're coming from, the kind of the dark.
And the box thing, I didn't like the little
Oh,
thing in the box. I didn't like. I like the way they were going with the box. I didn't like the. I didn't like the fact that it could draw more people because it's supposed to be the person that,
Yeah.
that wants to visit that world or experience pain and pleasure.
I really liked it. The Pinhead itself,
Herself.
or they. I really like what they did with Pinhead.
Yeah, she's all right.
Yeah, I mean, she's not Doug Bradley, but for this universe of Hellraiser,
Or is she?
yeah, for this universe's Hellraiser, Pinhead is pretty good. So I'd give it 4 out of 5 blood drops.
Wow, really?
Yes.
Okay, then. I would say 3 out of 5 for me, just because of respect to where they were going. And Pinhead was cool. The characters were cool. I just wish I could see them more, and it would have been not so dark. Because even in the originals, you can see the labyrinth and all those. You can actually see the walls. This movie, if this movie was done like the second one, the original second one, you wouldn't even see the labyrinth. You wouldn't see anything. It'd just be dark. So I think that was just a turn off. But yeah, I would give it 3 because I'll have to rewatch it again. Plus, I was really tired when I watched it too. So anyway, enough about that movie. All right, we're on 3.
Yes.
All right, 3 is for me is gonna surprise you. Black Phone. Black Phone is a basic movie. It's not scary. Very few kills in there, which is weird for a horror movie, right? It's more mind fuck versus Ghost movie. It's more like a paranormal ghost movie, mind fuck movie, with like 1 kill. The guy.
Yeah, the grabber. Yeah.
The grabber died, and the brother. The grabber because of 2 kills, right?
Yeah.
That you see. I like the way the video is shot. Blumhouse, I think, they did a good job. The director and the cinematographer, I think, did a good job as the way they were shooting it. The aerial scene where they're shooting over the car with the drone and they come to slow motion up to the house at the end. Beautifully shot. Unfortunately, everybody's using that freaking shot now. Pearl used that shot. Everybody's using that shot. But it worked wonderfully for Black Phone. The kids played a good... the cast was wonderful. The dad was cool. He was freaked out. Everything about the movie, as basic as it was, simple as it was, just went a whole different direction. That I think the way they shot the movie is why I like it so much. So I would give it 4 out of 5 blood drops from Black Phone. for my number 3.
It was okay. This was another one we seen at the theater.
You wanted what you expect? You want kills in a horror movie?
Well, no, not necessarily that, but I wish they would have showed you a little bit of what he did to the other kids, because it's just kind of, they were just like ghosts. And
Yeah, I think they left it to your imagination. 'Cause your imagination could go perverted way or killer way, like or in between. So I think they left it up to your imagination.
Yeah.
For that, yeah.
like you could go either way. Did he? It's just kind of weird, like this, like the game that the guy would play, like the grabber would play with the kids. It's like, okay, but yeah, you could go either or. Was he, like a pedophile, or did he just kill him? But yeah, I'd give it a 3 out of 5 for me.
Yeah, I would actually go 3 in the movie, but the way they shot the movie
Yeah.
bumped it up a notch for me. So
Yeah. All right. Well, number 2 on my list is the Texas Chainsaw Massacre that was on Netflix, which was earlier this year too. I think
nice. We're gonna get a lot of hate
yeah,
for that.
I believe it was. It came out in February. Yeah,
was early.
Yeah, it was early.
And it needs to come out to DVD. Netflix, if you're watching this, fucking put it on DVD or Blu-ray. Us collectors want the movies. We don't want to stream it. We want to have it.
Well, you can buy bootleg versions of it.
No, we want the original.
Yeah. Well, that's how Netflix makes money.
Don't care.
Yeah.
I want the DVD. I
Well,
don't care about anything else. I want the movie.
So this came out in early February, and we did a review on our channel. In fact, actually, I think our review of this movie was about 40 minutes long. Our longest,
debated a lot on
Yes,
this movie.
our longest reviewed movie ever on our channel. The biggest thing about it that I liked was the bus kill with the Gen Zs. Try anything and you're canceled, bro. That's the biggest thing people hate about this movie, is that people say this movie's woke, and I've watched.
That's not the right term for that movie.
No, it's actually
Woke, no.
anti-woke. I've watched reviews on this movie from people.
A lot of people hate the Gen Z.
Yeah. I've watched a lot of reviews on this movie from people that share the same interests as I do, and they all said the same thing. This is not a woke horror movie. It's anti-woke, and the kills were good. Leatherface himself was good. The only downside is they brought back Sally from the original Texas Chainsaw movie, and they kind of made her like Laurie Strode and Sarah Connor, and it just doesn't work. And they just killed her off with like 10 minutes of being in the movie. That's about all the screen time she had. Other than that, I'd give it actually 5 out of 5 blood drops for me, because I love this movie.
I'll have to see if it's on my list or not. All right, number 2 for me is one that's going to surprise you also. 5 Cream. And yes, I know that we are anti-Ghostface. Only because Ghostface is different characters. Ghostface, if it was one character, if Matthew Lillard played Ghostface through all of them, he would be like Michael Myers, Jason Voorhees, Texas Chainsaw's Bubba. Is that his name? What's the fucking Texas Chainsaw Massacre? The Leatherface's name.
Oh, well.
He has a real name, but I can't think of it. Leatherface, Chucky, all these are the same person, okay? Art the Clown, same person. Ghostface is not. And the fact they use 5-foot-tall girls to kick big people's asses and stuff like that takes Ghostface down. That's the only reason anti-Ghostface is not with the others. As far as the movie was actually pretty good. As the movie was good. I think it ranked it 4 for a movie, but as a continuation of a Scream franchise, a 3 because it was the same thing. It was the same thing, yes. They did modernize it, and you have the cell phones and the locking the doors and using stuff with your phone. As far as the movie, it actually was good. Minus some of the flaws of the little short girl being so badass, but maybe she wasn't the person killing Dewey or whatever. I did applaud it and say, yeah, when Dewey went down, because they finally fucking killed somebody. Finally.
Except the wrong person. But
Yeah, they should have killed Courtney Cox.
Well, maybe we'll get that in Scream 6.
Yeah, which is supposed to come out. So, next year, I think.
This year, in March.
Oh, yeah, it is 2023,
Yeah.
so it's supposed to come out this year.
Yeah.
But yeah, so 5 Cream actually was a pretty good movie. It's number 2 on my list. Entertaining to watch. I think I have it number 2 out of all the Scream movies. The original by far is, of course, the best Scream movie in my opinion. But I would give it, As a movie, I'll give a 4 out of 5 blood drops. As a Scream movie, 3 out of 5 blood drops, because it's kind of still the same thing. So, your number one, sir.
So my number one for 2022 is The Sadness, which this actually, once again, was a movie that came out earlier this year. And it's kind of, they have it labeled as a zombie movie, but in reality, it's not.
It's a sad movie.
Yeah, it's a sad movie. It's more of an infection movie. It takes place in Taiwan or Korean, one of the two, and it's an infection movie. Like, these people get infected, and it's almost like 28 days later. Like, they kind of have violent tendencies, and they go off and start killing people, and this virus makes people horny too, because there's a lot of people fucking dead bodies and shit. You watch
Makes you want to skull fuck some people.
Yeah, that actually happens in the movie too. And it actually has one of my favorite kills of 2022 in the bus scene. Well, train scene. This and Texas Chainsaw probably had the two best kills of the whole year for me. So actually, Drum Dums on his on Twitter, he was doing a top 10 kills list, and he was asking for people's opinions, like, what's your favorite kill? And I actually said the train scene from The Sadness, and he forgot about that, so it might show up on his top
Actually,
10
I forgot
list.
about The Sadness too, because when I watched it, I assumed it was an older movie, so that's why I didn't even consider it. I forgot it was a 2022 movie.
So yeah, that's my number one, and I give it 5 out of 5 blood drops. And actually, I got this movie. I seen it on. I think I seen it first on Shudder, and then I think it was in August or September's Horror Pack. I got it on Blu-ray, and I was really excited that now I got it on Blu-ray, because I couldn't find it anywhere on Blu-ray or on DVD, and I was excited that I got it. So it's part of my collection now. So
Sadness is a tough one for me. It is a good movie, a lot of good kills. I don't know why it makes you horny, but I wanted to make you hurt people, as far as the virus or whatever. It's a good movie, different. You give it 5.
yeah, I love that
That's
movie.
the top echelon.
I love that movie.
I would never go 5 with it. I would say it's between 3 and 4. I think for the uniqueness of it, I'll give it a 4 out of 5 blood drops for the uniqueness of it, because it is an entertaining movie and the characters are good. So my number one, it's Netflix's Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and yes, it is my number one movie. And I don't want to hear about the millennials, the Gen Z, they whine about guns like you did, because that's what the world is. You have to cater to the new generation. Otherwise, you are going to have the same old people, crusty old people like us, watching the same shit over and over again. You're going to have no one new. We have to appease to the masses, all generations. So yes, I thought it was refreshing to have the young kids in here. You didn't believe that's how the young ones act until you met my daughters, right?
Yes.
That's how they act. So as a whole cast, I did want the main girl to die, because again, she drove off in a Tesla, hanging out the car, and the Tesla's going 5 miles an hour, and he could have just ran up and killed her, which made no sense. But instead, he wanted to do his little dance or whatever. But you have to have a survivor.
The main girl, the school shooting survivor.
Yes.
I was glad. I wanted her to live. Her annoying fucking sister is the one that I was glad got killed. I wish she would have got killed earlier in the movie.
Yeah, but you have to have the different generations to keep the franchise going and to get freshness. Otherwise, it would have been the same damn movie we've already seen. So luckily, it was new. The kills are fucking awesome. The characters are good. I like how they did it. We met the caretaker. Was it a caretaker? She was the caretaker of Leatherface. We assume is in an old orphanage. They got put in an orphanage, and then went into the Sawyers, and then somehow he was at the orphanage at one time. Not quite clear on that. But she was a caretaker. We met her.
Yeah, Alice Krieg.
Yep, she's a very sweet lady, which is really cool. She didn't even know what to write in the autograph. And I'm like, she couldn't remember what line to write. She goes, I didn't have many lines. I'm like, just tell me to stay out of your room. She goes, oh yeah, stay out of my room. But yeah, it was a very entertaining movie. The bus scene kills were good. By far, My favorite movie of 2022. It is my number one, and I would give it 4 out of 5 blood drops. I don't know if I'd give it 5 out of 5 because 5 out of 5 is top echelon for me. You know how picky I am about my number 5 movies. But man, it's right there at 5 stars.
So,
Close.
so do you have any honorable mentions?
What would you rate Texas Chainsaw Massacre?
I gave it 5 out of 5. Yeah.
Man, wow. It's there for me. I mean, not many movies are 5 out of 5, okay? Actually, we didn't talk about the best movie of the year. Top Gun Maverick was the best movie of the year that I've seen in decades. Top Gun Maverick, but it's a horror channel, so we can't say that.
Well, okay, so
That's a 5 out of 5 movie.
you can, if that was okay. So that's your favorite non-horror movie of the year is Top Gun, Maverick.
Oh, by far.
Okay, well then mine is The Batman with Robert Pattinson.
You never seen Top Gun, though.
No,
Okay, the Top Gun is that good a movie.
well that's fine, but
Top Gun is that. I was surprised. I'm like this. Okay, I see whatever. And I'm like, oh fuck yeah!
mine is The Batman. So
But as a not horror movie.
Yep.
But okay, honorable mentions as horror related. Honorable mentions for me is Smile. I just watched that. I was pleasantly surprised about the movie Smile. It is a paranormal possession type movie, I would say. Slow, but does keep you entertained enough to not focus, not lose your focus. I was surprised that I liked it as much as I did. I like the fact they used they didn't use a super sexy, beautiful lady. But she is pretty, but they didn't use an overly top model like in all the movies.
actually, that's Kevin Bacon's daughter.
Well, yeah, but I mean, what I'm saying is they didn't
Yeah.
use like the super, super hot model.
Yeah, yeah.
They made her look a normal person you would see every day at Walmart or a store or Target
Yeah.
or whatever, which I like. She was a very good actress. I like that normalcy about it. The doctor, you'll recognize the doctor in the movie if you have not seen it. I'm not gonna spoil it. He's been in plenty of movies, but it's just jump scares. The one thing that gets me is jump scares. Something jumping right out in front of you. I jump all the time. Ask him. I've done it in movies before. If it jumps right in front of me, I jump. Just how I am. Has a lot of jump scares. A few twists, and which is weird because I don't like paranormal movies. But this one is just a little different. She fights back. It's just the way they did it. So that's my honorable mention, which probably been my 6th movie of the year of 2022.
So my honorable mention is
Hold on. And I would have gave it probably 3 out of 5 blood drops.
Okay. I haven't seen it. I've heard stuff about it. It's just something that just doesn't really interest me. It seems like it's almost like that movie Truth or Dare with where they got the stupid smile.
Yeah, not quite.
Well, I know, but that's what people compare it to.
And I thought the same thing. You would have to watch it. At least
Yeah.
give it a shot.
Yeah. So my honorable mention is actually the new Predator movie, Prey. That's actually on Hulu too.
I thought that was going to be your top 5.
No, I mean it was good. Once again, another Hulu exclusive, so we'll never be able to get it on DVD or Blu-ray.
Bullshit.
Yeah, I know. Well, Hellraiser is the same way.
Bullshit.
Yeah, I know. Once again, people are using that term woke. I didn't find this movie woke at all. She's a strong female character. She at the beginning of the movie, the girl, she has her struggles, and then she works her way up to defeat the Predator. So, I mean, but I give it actually 3 out of 5 blood drops. So, have you seen that movie?
I started watching, then I had to do something, so I never went back to it.
Oh, okay. So
I keep passing Netflix when I get time, and I just been so busy I haven't had time to really pay attention.
So now, beginning of the year, you have your most anticipated movie, your most disappointed movie, and then your most surprised movie.
Do you want to answer my most anticipated for me?
So your most anticipated was, of course, Hellraiser.
Yep.
And I'm sure that was
It was
probably
also
your
my most disappointing.
Okay, so my most anticipated movie of 2022 was Halloween Ends. And guess what? It's my most disappointed of the year.
Well, actually, yes. Halloween Ends is actually more disappointing because Hellraiser not disappointing. It just was not what I anticipated it to be. Halloween Ends by far is the worst movie of the year.
Yeah, I was so looking forward to Halloween Ends, and then it comes and I'm like, oh, I got the Corey Cunningham story. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, I felt
with some Michael spread around in there.
Not even that.
Yeah, okay. It's like
He was more like an olive on top of a
yeah.
sandwich. But
So that was, and then like my most surprised movie was actually a movie we just reviewed here not too long ago, Crabs. Um, I thought that was going to be a stupid movie, and then I watched it, and I was kind of
It is.
laughing pretty good.
It
I
is
mean,
stupid.
it's stupid, but in stupid funny way.
In a good way to watch it.
In a
Stupid
good way.
the way you want to watch it.
Yep. So,
And a Halloween Ends review.
yeah,
It's rather long, but I bought it on DVD, and I figured you're going to buy it to put in the collection with the others. Just put it in to watch it, and fell asleep.
so now we come to 2023 and our most anticipated movies of the year. So, do you have any?
Well, I think Scream will be decent. Well, it'll be watchable. It depends what they do with what's her nuts. I'm blanking out of her name.
Well, Nev
Neve
Campbell's
Campbell.
not in the movie, so it's not going to revolve around Sidney Prescott anymore.
Is she not in it now?
Nope.
God damn it! See, I quit following because of Scream, and they're all blend together. Again, they need to bring Matthew Lillard back, or who's the kid and the one that knew about the movies that died in the second one?
Randy?
They need to say Randy didn't die.
Randy's dead.
Say Randy didn't die. He came back as a killer. I would accept that. But Matthew Lillard needs to come back and be the Ghostface killer. Wear a flat jacket. Get rid of that stupid gown. He's not going to prom. Get rid of the gown. Keep the mask more like a black flak jacket type thing. Some knives and shit. Badass. Let him be the Ghostface. And quit all this other bullshit, the same rehashing stuff.
Me, for Scream, I want it to be no one that you... I don't want it to be a boyfriend, girlfriend, somebody you don't even know. Like, it's like a cult, and...
Maybe Corey from Halloween.
Corey from Halloween. And it's someone you don't see during the whole movie till the end. Like someone that's kind of a background character. I don't want it to be a main focused person that's the killer. I want someone that when they reveal it, you're like, who the hell is that? Like, oh shit. Like, not
The same old, hey, it's always a friend they run into.
Hey, it's the friend or the boyfriend.
The rules. We
Yeah.
got the rules of the last one.
Yeah.
It's Five Cream.
Yeah,
I think
Five
that's
Cream.
going to be good. I don't know. Rumors of Friday the 13th movie.
Me, until I hear an announcement, it's just a TV show.
Yeah, I really don't. You have actually ones, but I don't really have anything I'm looking forward to. Actually, the Multiverse of Jason, if we get it out this year, I will look forward to that because that'll actually be a Jason movie that will have all the different Jasons in one multiverse kicking ass. So that would be more I'm looking for.
Okay, so for me, I have two. And we got Salem's Lot, the remake of Stephen King's novel, and
That's going to be interesting.
the show miniseries from the 70s. I believe that comes out in April. And then we have Evil Dead Rise. Looks interesting. I've seen some pictures from it, and it looks like it's going to be pretty good. And I'm not exactly sure when that comes out. So those are the main two that I'm really looking forward to seeing. Hopefully they're not a big disappointment like 2022's anticipated movies were.
Well,
So-
hopefully they're not rushed. Salem's Lot is old enough that I think with the revamping of it, could be good. Amityville Horror remake was good. I mean, there's some that are wait a long time, get remade, and then they end up actually being good because you kind of forgot about the original. Evil Dead will be very interesting to see what they do with that. Is Ash coming back?
No, Ash is not coming back.
Yeah,
Bruce
see.
Campbell's retired as Ash.
See, but then again, they could take the character and then do something else with it.
Yeah.
Maybe Baby Ash or something. Maybe Ash is.
But yeah, that's our 2022 review, and hopefully 2023 has some really good horror movies coming out, and we'll make sure we review as many as we can.
Or the actual all-time best movie ever, Beach Zombies, that I did and that we were in. Actually, it's not really the best movie at all.
You still need to put the trailer on our channel.
We will do that.
Okay.
I need to remake an official trailer now that the movies are in, so it's been a busy year. Anyway, until next time,
Stay bloody.
enjoy 2023 and the movies that are coming out.